Que paso, gringos? What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Cygnus. It's been a freaking long-ass time. Yeah, I know. You know, I've done an audio commentary on an actual real replay in probably what seems to be years. But that's okay. I'm back, you know. Like a ninja, I just pop up out the corner to do an audio commentary, then disappear. But anyways, as you guys can probably tell, I'm doing my audio commentary at the local Home Depot. Nah, I'm just playing. But for real though, you guys are probably wondering where I got that intro music from. And actually, I have to admit, you know, the idea came from my neighbor. See, my neighbor, for some reason, on the weekend at like 9 o'clock in the morning when I'm trying to recover from a hangover, decides he wants to play this shit. And so, one day I just decided, you know, I've had enough of that mariachi bullshit. So I decided to hop up in my Pontiac Grand Prix that I got fully loaded with a fat bleezy, and I decided I'll park it right up against the fence, and I'll play my version of this.
Dropping it like this, sitting in the crib, 12 o'clock, half lit, looking for a Glock, so I stopped by the phone. It's ringing and I wanted a gap. It's X, ready, he made it to the hood, nigga, where you at, that nigga said.
So anyways, that took care of that shit. Alright guys, it's been a long time, and I think maybe I might have to introduce myself, because for those of you who haven't been around WC Replay since you've been in diapers, probably have no idea who the hell I am. So, you know, without trying to sound like a conceited bastard or trying to say I'm all that, I'll just say, you know, I used to be an audio commentator that played at a pretty high level. You know, most of the replays that you see now by Night Elf players are kind of based on a lot of strategies that I at one point invented. You know, because I used to be a Night Elf player back when people were using the Beastmaster and the Warden. I was using Demon Hunter just about every single game. I invented the Chippo strat, the solo Demon Hunter strat, Bears vs. Undead, Bears vs. Human, all kinds of goofy shit. I mean, if you guys really want to know, you can look back and check out all those old audio commentaries I've done from like 3 or 4 years ago. But other than that stuff, you know, I thought I'd do a real special comeback replay for you guys, comeback audio, I mean. I'm going to talk about the one thing that probably has never been really talked about before, which pretty much defines the difference between like your typical pro Gosu player and your average semi-pro to average player. And the main thing that we're going to be talking about today is how to get in your opponent's head. I mean, how to switch it up and keep them guessing at every given moment. Because it's been my understanding, and I've done it before myself, that 95% of the people out there who watch replays or audio commentaries are more or less looking for the new strategy or the new thing to do. Like, what's different? What are all the pros doing? And then so you get your favorite new strategy and you get online, you can't wait to try it out, right? And then what happens? You end up getting your ass kicked. And that's because not everything you see in a replay or an audio commentary done by a professional player can pretty much be imitated by the average gamer. Not only because their actions per minute are so much higher, they're able to accomplish so much more, is that their strategies and their gameplay rely on much more than what you would consider to be cookie cutter, you know. Not every pro gamer can just jump on there and just do the, you know, latest thing and expect to win. You know, it involves much more gameplay. It's kind of like playing chess. You know, you can't just have one strategy you walk in playing, because you only defeat a certain amount of players up to a certain amount of skill. You know, for you to evolve your game and make yourself a better player, you need to have all kinds of weapons at your arsenal. So, anyways, so yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to fire up this game here. Go ahead and get it paused at the 2-minute mark. I do have to apologize to you guys. I mean, if I make any slips or anything like that, you know, it's been such a very long time since I've done an audio commentary that, you know, may be a little rusty, so, you know. hopefully that doesn't bother you guys too much, and we'll try and get this one underway. And before I start the audio, I guess I'll mention that, I think I might come back to staff. I mean, we'll see. Should everything go smooth, then I guess I'll continue doing some audio commentaries. Should I not get back on staff, or they don't accept me, then this will probably be my last one. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if you guys like it or not. But I'm going to share some things with you guys today that not too many people are willing to talk about, because as an audio commentator, that plays the game, sometimes you don't want to divulge all your information, because then everyone's going to know how you play. So anyways, I say we get this paused at the 2-minute mark, and it's going to be a game of Thu against Pepsi, two really skilled players. They've been around for quite some time. And then we'll go ahead and get this replay unpaused in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so basically, as you can tell, it looks like the Night Elf player Thu is doing something a little different than usual. Most Night Elf players opt to do the Demon Hunter first versus human, because he's a very versatile hero. Works very well against Archmages trying to creep or fast expand with the mana burn, all that good stuff. So, it looks like Thu is opting to do something a little different. He picks up a Goblin Tinker, which is really going to throw off Pepsi when he sees it later on. But I think from what it looks like, Thu is trying to kind of hide the fact that he picked a Tinker. He chooses to run around the area where that peasant is running off to. Has a very interesting setup when it comes to his base. He's got moonwells stretched out pretty far to the eastern side of the map, which is going to help in case he gets creep jacked. He can just run an archer back and heal it real fast and return it into battle. Standard Ancient War creeping going on here. That's just a pretty standard thing. Just about every map in which a Night Elf player opts to be creeping before harassing, you'll see a lot of Ancient Wars going down. So anyway, so Thu picks up a quick level 2, which is nice. Picked up a Wand of Mana Stealing, which can be very helpful versus human. Often a lot of pro gamers will use different strategies depending on which map that they're playing. On this particular map, because of the well located in both sides, it could be used in the advantage of a lot of orc players for healing their grunts because of the high hit points that they have, and save the money that would be used on salves and such. But this map is also really good for those human players who opt to go for a quick expand. That's a very typical thing on this map, and so Thu knows this, and so he's really trying to throw off the human player's game by picking a hero that's not very well used at this day and age. Going with the Goblin Tinker Pocket Factory Harass, which is really nice. He makes a mistake here and gets himself surrounded, but he picked up the Staff of Teleportation, which is a very smart thing to pick up for that, constant harassing that he's probably going to be doing this game. But, what's also good, if you kind of notice about what Thu is doing, is, you don't really see a pro gamer with much downtime. It's almost like everything that they do is pre-planned before the game even starts. He's got one or two options of what he thinks he's going to do. Like, okay, well, I'm going to creep this, but if I get harassed, then I'll do that. And I'm going to try and harass, but if I get harassed, well, then I'm going to set my archers up so I can do some quick creeping. And this is just a well-planned timing by Thu once again. Thu, knowing that that Pepsi's probably going to be going to the lower right-hand side of the map to do some quick creeping, understands that it's the perfect time for him to throw down a Pocket Factory and get rid of that tower. So, very smart move. You also notice they threw the Pocket Factory really deep inside the base. This makes it easier for those little goblins to run back to the peons. And at this point, because the tower is down, Thu's actually